Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today we will try to install Mac OS X Lion on the Mac Mini. So originally this was a Mac Mini 1,1 early 2006 with a Core Duo processor, but we upgraded it to a Core 2 Duo processor and did the firmware update to 2,1, so we made it younger. Now with a 64-bit CPU we can run Lion. I don't know though if I can really install it the way Apple intended to, just launching the installation file and install it. And that's what we will find out. So as you can see, 2,1 Core 2 Duo, 3 GB of RAM. Yeah, and currently it's running Snow Leopard, but I think we can bring this up to Lion. So I have here an installation file. We'll copy it over to the programs folder and then let's try to start it. So let me just copy it over and we'll see how it goes. And here we are, it's copied over. So I'll launch it and see what happens. Have it here. Install macOS Lion. Oh, this version of macOS can't be installed on this computer. Great. Well then, I don't know what I expected, but that didn't work as easy as I thought. So, well, damn it. Then we'll do some research and see how we can get this thing started. Alright, I did some research, and in order to get the Lion installer started or boot a Lion installation on the system, you will have to modify this file here called platformsupport.plist. What happens is that the Lion installer doesn't go via the Mac ID, which is 2,1, it goes via it kind of looks for a board ID, which is still the 2006. So that's why it's not working. But I found online a thread which says you can modify this and add like a string which will then make it go away. So in order to find out if that really works, I have here this 10.7 Lion installation and on this external drive, and I will change this file, the platformsupport.plist file, and see if I can get it to boot via USB. And if it does, I will maybe clone that to another partition on the Mac Mini or something. I will make a backup of the original file just to be sure, in order to mess something up. We can then revert it and just copy the original file in here, not mess up the installation. I think I left a white space there. Yeah, there we go. And now we have to go into Terminal and open that up into Nano and add the strings. We'll go to Core Services. Alright, and now we will write sudo nano to open it up so we can save it. Platform. What, there's no autocomplete on macOS? Ooh, that's bad. Or I'm just using it wrong, I don't know. Oh yeah, there we go, I'm using it wrong. I wrote it wrong, there we go. So we'll call here this file. Yes, don't worry. Oh, that was the wrong password. Yes, there we go. And here is the file, and here you can see supported board IDs. And our one is not in this list. So we'll go down there and add a string. Those are all the supported Macs. I'm not sure if I really have to not change it here too, because as you can see there, we got the Mac comma so and so, Mac Mini 5 comma 2 is in here. That's weird. 4,1 is in here. But apparently At least the guide says we don't need to change that. We just need to change this board ID. So I'll add this string here. Mac, and I have to look how it's really called. Right, it's called Mac-F420 8EZ8. And close the string again. I'll just check here, F420 8EC8. Yeah, okay. So that should be fine. So we'll save it. Alright, it's saved. And now let's see if we can reboot this thing into macOS Light. If it's really that easy, I don't know. But we'll see. So we'll reboot it here and see if it boots from the external drive. Before it would only show a forbidden icon and that's all. But maybe not now. Let's see. Okay. Apple logo is here. I wonder if we could just change the installer platform support plist if it has something like that and add this line and see if it would just install like on a regular Mac. I don't know. Here you have it. That is so simple. Oh my god. So Apple could have literally just added one string and made this machine work with an upgraded CPU, but Apple is Apple, and of course they wouldn't do that. So when you upgrade a 1,1 Mac Mini to a 2,1 with a firmware update and upgrade it to a 64-bit CPU, you have to add this line, and voila, you're running Lion. So we go here. It's still showing late 2006, so yeah, I mean, that's what it is, basically. And Core 2 Duo running Lion. Pretty sweet. Awesome. Alright, so we booted it up. We could end this video here, of course. That would be pretty lame. But I will just try and see if I could upgrade my Snow Leopard to a Lion with all the files and settings intact by just changing this platform support thing. So I'll reboot it back into Snow Leopard and see if I can do that, if I find the file there. I don't know. Okay, well, looks like it is not having this file in here. So yeah, so my assumption was wrong. There is no such file in the installer to be found. At least I didn't find it anywhere. It is probably being created during install. Now that is not the end of the world. We can use my external Lion installer that has already, for example, Arctic Fox and all the updates installed, and plus the modified platform support.plist file. So I will just create another partition and clone the Lion installer, the Lion installation from the external disk to this partition on the internal disk. So I'll go here to Snow Leopard and create another partition. We'll just call it Lion. And if it somehow repairs the platform support.plist, I can always modify it again. But I don't think that will happen, because it clones it. It should just clone the modified file too. So yeah, that was a pretty easy hack. So let's see if I can do it this way, and then we'll have Lion on here. We'll not have all this stuff upgraded to Lion, but hey, that's a small price to pay. And also, it's kind of cool to get to keep Snow Leopard on here. So okay, let's fire up my external one again. There is my trusty cloning software, super duper, works brilliant on Mac. So here is the Lion disk, and we'll clone that to the internal Lion. Alright, and there's hardly anything installed, so we'll not worry about the size. Let's see what else is there. Yeah, we'll just try it. Again, I can always repair the remod the plist file. So yeah, now we wait. Let's see how that works. All right, copying is finished successfully. So now we want to know, can we boot it up into our Lion here? There it is. Yeah, that's looking pretty good to me. I'm also glad I didn't have to erase or overwrite this in any way or so, because this is my, test disk for some old Macs that can only go up to 10.7, so I'm glad I didn't have to sacrifice that or something. So yeah, here it is. Boot it up. Okay. Alright, great. Here it is. 10.7.5. Running on our little Mac Mini without any issues. Without kernel panics or anything. Full graphics acceleration. GMA 950 still works on Lion. So yeah, there it is. Awesome. See if the Wi-Fi works. It does. Yeah, what else do you want? Fully working Lion machine. I mean, basically this is a Mac Mini 2.1, just the firmware written into the board is now left here with the old 2006. So this is now fully working on 10.7. Now, we could now close out this video, say, yeah, we're done, we got it running, hooray. But you know me, it's not so interesting, because now that we got it working, we of course have to try to brick it again. And so I will try to install Mountain Lion on here. I don't know if anybody has tried that before. I'm sure some have tried that before. But I feel that we will have some luck, because this is a Core 2 Duo, supports it. The GMA 950 should work too on Mountain Lion with the patcher. And yeah, well, it has this board ID thing. If I maybe tell Mac Post Factor that, or maybe they have it already written inside the program. But there's one thing left to do in our Lion here, and that is to rename this from MacBook to Mac Mini, because this is clearly not a MacBook. Okay, so it's currently indicating, that's always happening when you're booting stuff up on the first time. Okay, wow. Well, it even says you can run this from 10.6, which I didn't expect. Yeah, I mean, that's not an issue. We run 10.7, and we even have 10.6. So, yeah. And I'm just seeing something awesome here. Look at that! They even thought of us. Mac Mini 1,X Core 2 Duo upgraded, so they knew that we're gonna try this. And they knew people that upgrade this to Core 2 Duos want to patch some later Mac OS on this thing. Very welcome to see. So let's download here the latest version. We've got here Mac Post Factor. I downloaded an older release because for some reason for the latest one the download link was broken. I don't know, which is not nowhere to be found, but hey, I'm trying anyway with Mountain Lion, so let's see if it works, but I don't think it will be an issue. No, I don't want to view the change log. Okay, continue. I've already used Mac Post Factor once on a 2007 MacBook, trying to install Yosemite, but that didn't really go that well. But hey, I'm gonna try it. I think I have better chances with Mountain Lion on this. So here I have Lion, We'll install it to Lions and we'll override the Lion. Mountain Lion, check that. Let's see. Update OS 10. Okay, yeah, that's what's confused me all the time, because I always associate clean install with really clean installing everything, like without settings and apps, but since they wrote that, all your files and apps will remain intact. Yeah, that's what we want. So, okay. I'm really curious if this all works. Again, I personally didn't have so much luck with this. Oh, fuck. No, come on. I already knew that something like this is gonna come up since they said they discontinued this. AdFly URL aren't initialized. Well, I have an internet connection. Fuck. So I'm trying here with a different approach. I have here Mountain Lion Post Factor in the download queue. And this was the original application that these guys developed, and I hope that they included the patch stuff in here, so it doesn't need to pull stuff from their servers, since obviously they have taken that down, which is unfortunate. So here is our ML post factor this time. No idea how that works. Never used that before. Okay, looks fun. Yeah, let's read through that quickly. Make sure you have OS 10 Mountain Lion.application in your applications folder. Open disk utility, create two partitions, name it install and ML, preferably larger than 10 and 20 gigs. Click next to this installer and select the install partition you just created. Well, I'm not going to read that all since it's boring for you, but I have to read through that carefully. So, let's see. Our row of partitions has arrived here and they're all created. So, the installer here says you will click next in this installer and select the install partition you just created. Will install, and then it says after installing, reboot on your installer partition and install ML on partition named ML. Okay, so and then it's gonna say installation failed. This is normal. Then go to utilities, ML post factor, follow the instructions and install ML PF on ML. Oh my god, do I remember all of this? No, I'm for surely not gonna remember that. So I'll make a photo of it. We'll not do the guessing game here. Continue. Wow. We got all of these versions available, so we'll of course go for the latest one. And we'll install that to... what? Wait, this is not possible. Wait, what? What is home and what is net? What? What the hell? Maybe it needs like a relaunch. Yeah, now it's there. Okay. So we'll click here on install and install. It's now restoring that to this partition, okay? And we have to reboot it into this partition. Okay, that's something I can remember. Let's reboot it then. Sometimes it's called EFI or something, okay? Let's see if that works. EFI boot. This should be it. Unfortunately, our Windows is gone. Let's see if it is that. And yeah, booted up right there. Awesome. Okay. So that is Mountain Lion. Wow, look at all these partitions. So we need ML. Great. Okay. And it's gonna fail. so that shouldn't scare me. Let's click install. And I forgot what I have to do then. Just check on the notes real quick. So now for some odd reason it actually said install succeeded and it wanted to reboot, but I managed to not make a reboot. We had now to go to utilities and ML post factor. I think that's the patching part of this whole thing. So yeah, we'll just do that. Just that same stuff again, could that be? What? Just do that, what they say. Install ML. PF on ML, yeah, okay. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, patching kernel, okay, yeah. So that's the patching part. If it really would have rebooted now, it would just have crashed or just not booted, basically. So, patching system components, okay. That should have been it, so let's quit that. And now it's rebooting, okay. Let's see what it does. I'm gonna force reboot it now, I just is stuck at this screen. Okay, let's see. What? It's back at this. Okay, wait. Put it to sleep, I guess. Just unplug it then. Okay, so we got EFI boot, which should be the installer. Snow Leopard and Lion. And Windows is gone. Oh no, where is Windows? Oh well, I'll just boot into ML. Well, that would have really surprised me if all of these partitions would have remained intact with all this shenanigans we did here. So that's a small price to pay. It's probably just there, somewhere buried in there. Maybe if we delete that EFI boot, then it's coming back, who knows. Awesome, it really booted up. Great. So we are not in all of these. We are in Austria indeed, so no, not Australia. The common mistake here, Austria, there we go. Okay. Your Mac is set up and ready to use. Well, isn't that great? So here is the Mountain Lion desktop. Awesome stuff. Alright, let's see how this works. We got 10.8.4, which is the latest updated version. Really nice. I don't know why you would choose a different one. It probably depends on what image of the installer you had. Still 3 gigs all there. Did the dock really always look like that? Or am I encountering some glitches or stuff? But to me, the graphics look pretty smooth. I mean, sure, we get a little glitch here and there. But that's not because of the driver, that's just because of the weakness of the GMA and the 1080p display. Okay, it's also indicating, indexing, notification center. Oh yeah, that was the big new thing back then. Yeah, I remember now. Oh my god, yeah. What else did we have? We got reminders, notes, FaceTime. Oh yeah, it's been so long ago, I really don't remember Mountain Lion all that much. That's one of these operating systems I never saw ever again after I upgraded from them. So there they already started with iOS integration with their reminders, and you can sync them back and forth to your iDevices. Awesome. Okay, just get me some Arctic Fox. Arctic Fox. No, not vegan thing. Arctic Fox browser. That's what we want. Okay, oh, you can't open the page. That's always the case on these piece of shit Safari browsers. On these old Safaris. I don't like Safari anyway, but doesn't matter what Safari, I generally don't like it all that much. Here is still 2006. Yeah. Memory. All there. Let's just mount the discs on the desktop there. Or not mount them, just show them. So, yeah, boot camp is still persisting. So yeah, boot camp is here. It didn't get deleted or overwritten or something. So that's good. Let's just figure this out. We get a working snow leopard, lion, and now mountain lion partition, which is crazy. Just go in here, utilities, disk utility, and delete that. This install partition, we don't need that anymore. That is useless to us. So we'll just erase that, or well, delete it. I'll erase it, just delete it. One partition less, that's good. There are still enough there. Okay, great. And now we make the snow leopard partition bigger again. And I'm just gonna steal the Arctic fox from the lion here. Where is it there? Just copy that over to the apps of the mountain lion. Okay, got all the partition stuff sorted out. I will rename that to mountain lion. If I ever boot this up, like, you know, in a couple of months or even years, I won't know what ML stands for. So let's just launch Arctic Fox. See if that works. That's probably the most important program on such old Macs. An up-to-date web browser. No, we don't import anything. And here it is. Yes, we'll make it a default. So just go on YouTube and see how that performs. But really have to say, oh my god, this works so well. I mean, not that it's working super awesome, you know, it's after all 2006 Mac Mini. But this Core 2 Duo processor really sped it up, but just how well it runs Mountain Lion, there's virtually no difference from right now, from Snow Leopard all that much, to be completely honest with you. I'm sure Snow Leopard is a little faster here and there, and maybe it's not as graphically demanding on the poor GMA, but hey, I can't really complain at all. It's nothing. I would say it's unusable. The iTunes there. Just go to software update. Oh yeah, the software update. That was the first that did it through the App Store. Let's see what we got here. We get updates and updates. Okay, that's interesting. Oh my god, I didn't expect this to go that fast and smooth. Really went pretty easy. So I don't really remember what's next. What was the feature here in the Mountain Lion, but FaceTime I think was one of them. FaceTime calling. And all the notes in that iMessage, yeah, iMessage, that's what I remember too. There's the airport utility update. Well, why don't we skip over that? So, for the final part of this video, I want to see if all the stuff still works. So, Snow Leopard, Lion, Boot Camp, especially Boot Camp. That's something I'd like to have to work. Oh no, Windows is not accessible here. Oh no. Well, start with Snow Leopard then. And I'll try to reboot it via the startup disk thing. Well, let's just hope it isn't corrupted. That would kind of suck, really. Let's click here, Start Volume, Windows on Boot Camp. Reboot. Yes. At this point, I don't even know what the default startup disk is. Probably Mountain Lion. But now I change it to Windows if it works. Huh. Okay. No bootable device. No. Oh no. So Windows is screwed. Oh no. So yeah, we messed up Windows. At least the partition of it. Somehow. Well, that's unfortunate. I was kind of afraid first when I didn't see it anymore at the boot switcher section. Okay guys, Lion is also still with us here. Very good. And finally, let's boot it back into our biggest achievement today, Mountain Lion. Here it is, our Mountain Lion, all nicely booted up and working. Isn't that amazing? Yes, there it is. So, ML Post Factor did it, or ML Factor or something, I can't really remember anymore, but that did indeed work. So here is Mountain Lion, Lion and Snow Leopard running on a 2006 Mac Mini with the upgraded Core 2 Duo. Awesome stuff, I quite like this. So, what's the most useful operating system out of these three today? Well, I don't really know if there is one that's more useful than the other, because they're quite outdated nowadays, because you can't even get like latest web browsers anymore other than Arctic Fox. But if you like need legacy Apple software or something that only runs on like Mountain Lion and doesn't run on Lion, because Apple is known for stuff like this, then you can use it for something, and I think I'll use it for some of these occasions, because I've got a nice little software archive with 3 operating systems. So, thanks for coming along with the ride. It was pretty fun, quite liked it, and yeah, thank you for watching, see you later.